Hello, hello. It's Monday night. I feel like we were just listening to Kim Pond, right?
Yeah.
But it's a new week and it goes way too fast. And I'm happy to see all your smiling faces. Today, we have the pleasure of listening to Angie Schaefer, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But before we get to our topic at hand, I want to welcome you all here. And here's some victories. Who would like to share a business victory? Alice,
Hello.
oh, go ahead.
I
Shelley.
had a vendor event on Saturday and it was nonstop from the time the doors opened to the time the doors closed. And I sold close to $1,000.
Nice.
Yay.
Great.
That's fantastic. Couple questions. Have you done it before, that event?
I did it last year. It was like the night before I emailed the coordinator and asked if they had room for Tastefully Simple, and the prior person had canceled like 4 months prior. And so I got in again, and holy buckets.
That's great. Did you do the same last year?
I did double this year.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my
So I set a low bar. So
wow.
I was pretty happy.
That's
Those are the
awesome.
best.
And what were your like top 3 sellers, or what
Oh
sold?
my gosh. It was really random. I sold a bunch of pop bread.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, and buckets. The
that's
drink
so
buckets.
I
funny.
can't sell a bucket.
I put them on
and
the end.
save my soul.
So people see them when they're walking by,
Okay.
and the weather's going to be hot again.
Yeah.
So from the spring summer catalog.
So,
Yeah.
You sold the spring summer ones? Shelley?
pardon?
Did you sell the spring summer ones? Alice was wondering.
Oh yeah, I sold, I think, 3 of the mango margarita and 3 of the blue Hawaiian and 1 of the black cherry. 3
That's-
packs.
Oh, wow. Good for you. Go
It kind of
girl.
reminds me, I have quite a few on hand, and now would be the time to put them on like a sale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be. It
You
would
know,
be
versus I always wait till winter, and that's a good
for this
suggestion.
coming weekend for sure.
Yeah.
I've got a cute sign that Stacy shared with me that I put on I put it on it, and it's like, if you can't decide, they're this much for a single, or, buy 2.
Well,
Cool.
perhaps you could share that sign with us
I
when you get
will.
a minute, because I know we all have events coming up, so that'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, Shelley. Well, Alice, did you want to share anything?
Yes, I want to share. I had $1,000 party, my second one this year.
Woo.
And so it's a big deal for me. And I'm looking at hitting 1,500 this month.
Nice.
Yay!
First time ever for that.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Alice, that is fantastic. $1,000 party is amazing.
Yeah.
And you will hit 1,500.
I will.
Yeah, you're very close.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Was it an in-person party, Alice?
It was.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Good. Anybody want to ask Alice any questions on her $1,000 party?
How did you do that? We want to know.
Well, I have a daughter that I sort of backdoor coerced into having the party. I don't know that she really, really, really wanted to do it, but she had some great guests, and one of the guests brought a friend as well. And I did supplement it just a very little bit with some small orders that I had taken from people that weren't at her party. But it was mostly from her party. So it was really fun. And I booked 2 parties from her party. So I'm
Yay.
excited
That's gonna
about
be my
that
next question. So way to go. Awesome.
too. Thank you.
Super fun, Alice.
Did you do a presentation?
Yes, I did. I went
Nice.
over some of the, well, I kind of just did a preview of what they were going to be sampling, and then invited them all up to try, and they kind of sold each other in many ways. So I did present a little bit more than that, but yeah, it was really fun.
Yay. Congratulations, Alice.
Thank you.
You rock star tasting party queen. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. All right. Well, fun victories. It's always fun to hear what's going on out in the field. Let's move on to announcements. So raise your hand if you have earned the Jill Challenge. Everybody's earned it, has everybody earned it on here? No, not everybody. So remind us how much you need, or I'll remind you. $1,250, is that correct?
Yeah.
Or one new team member. Only one. So let's make it happen. Raise your hand if you have downloaded the app on your phone, the TS Central. Oh, about halfway. Okay. Well, it's really easy. I would get it downloaded on your phone. Why not? Stay with technology, right? Any questions on that? Okay. Check
Just
it out.
haven't gotten around to it.
I get it.
Do
I
it
get
right
it,
now,
Shelley.
Shelley.
I totally get it. So just a kind reminder to download that. If you live local or close by, we're having our Taste and Trends tomorrow night at 6:30, and there's 15 people coming. So I am excited to sample and taste test and have everybody over. So I wish you all lived closer. Anybody else doing a Taste and Trends?
Christy, you doing one?
Yeah, with you.
Why don't you goofballs get together 18 miles apart? Good
I know.
Lord.
I've
And we
tried
have
to
to have
do a Taste
Gail
and Trend.
then.
And get Gail together too.
She's going to Cancun right now.
You traveling goddesses. Okay, well, let's move on then. Let's move to the product knowledge segment. And hey, Christy, you'll have to let us know how many years you've been with Tastefully Simple.
Well, let's see. When did Homemade Gourmet quit? I think this is my 12th year.
Okay, all right, so Christy Anderson from Plainview, Nebraska, who's been with us for 12 years, is going to share a product. So thanks, Christy. Take it away.
Well, I am going to talk about the Sunny Lemon Pound Cake
Yay.
because that's my favorite. I mean, it's hard between that or the almond one, but I really like that.
Yep.
But the way I make it is I use yogurt in all of my pound cakes instead of the butter.
What?
And yep, I just use what are they, 6 or 8 ounces of the little like Yoplait or whatever yogurts instead of the butter.
Yeah.
And I personally like it better.
Mm.
The texture is a little different, but like when I do vendor shows and I sample them, I do the yogurt to show people that how good it tastes, and you can cut the calories because face it, butter, everybody freaks out. It's too fattening.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Wow.
I've made
Christy, what kind of yogurt do you use? Do you find like just plain?
Or Greek yogurt.
I have like in the almond one, I just use any flavor or I use the plain one. But in the lemon one, I have used the strawberry one too. So you have kind of a strawberry lemon because I'm a strawberry lemon person. I love it. So
Interesting.
yeah, you can pretty much do any kind you want. And with the icing, this is just something that I saw. But I've never tried it, but you could use you can put lemon juice in it to make it a little bit more lemony if you want to, and you could use food coloring with it. Again, I've never done that, but I have one of these Pampered Chef mini bundt cake pan and make little bundt cakes with it. And when I was snooping for recipes today, and I've made trifles with it too, which is superb. The recipe on the line said blueberries, which that's all right, but I like strawberry again, so I did the lemon blueberry trifle or lemon strawberry trifle. But another one that I saw online, which caught my eye today, it's Sunny Lemon blueberry bars. Kind of looks to me like the 7-layer bars that people make, like with the butterscotch chips and stuff. And so those are online, and they look really tasty. I might just have to do some of those this weekend. So yeah.
That's inspiring. Sunny Lemon blueberry bars.
Yep, it's underneath the recipes.
That sounds really, really good. And that Pampered Chef thing, hold that up. You had it handy. Dang it, I have one of those. I know Andrea
do
Luna makes
too.
those. I need to do that. What an easy, have you made it in that?
Yeah, it just you can get 6 of them.
Like, why
May
don't I
not be
have
as big as you want, but you can still, I mean, yeah, I made 6 smaller ones. And I've also been known to, because I love the bar pan that we have with the little 12, the little ones. I've done
Yeah.
that too. So you can kind of double sell too when you're doing your pound cakes at vendor events.
That's great.
So true.
So yeah.
Wow, Christy. Any questions for Christy? Man, I want to go make those bars.
Mhm.
I've seen them on there. I should really make them too, because I don't know why I never made them before.
I know. Sounds great. And I love
Actually,
the
I'm looking right now and they're on the back of the on the box.
On the
That's
back
the
of the
recipe that's on
box.
the back of the
Oh,
box.
I
duh.
gotta do it. I gotta make a note
Okay.
of that.
Well, Christy, thank you so much. You did a fabulous job on the product knowledge segment. We appreciate that. Way to bring that Sunny Lemon Pound Cake to life.
Love it.
It is a great product. I agree. All right. Well, next up is the fair and mild Angie Schaefer,
Mild.
our silver leader from Creighton, Nebraska. And Angie's been with us for over 16 years. And I had to look so I know how to say this correctly. Angie is going to share using MetaSuite. What the heck is MetaSuite? To post to Facebook and Instagram and using the Insight tool. I am ready to learn.
Woohoo! It
Take it
sounds a lot
away.
more complicated than it is. It
It
really is.
does. It sounds really heavy.
Meta is just the name that Facebook changed to. So that's why
Right.
it's no longer Facebook Business Suite, but now it's Meta Business Suite. So being the dork I am, I created a PowerPoint
We love it. You're not
because
a
it
dork.
helps me. So I won't do it the whole time, I promise. I'm in the
No,
teaching
you're-
mode now, finally.
You are awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Are you guys seeing what are you seeing?
I see you and then stuff on the side, but
Okay, I got to do
the
it.
meeting chat.
There we go. Desktop too. I got 2 computers going here. There we go. Okay. And so, like I said, it's not as fancy as it sounds. It's just basically using Instagram and Facebook and not making any more work for yourself. So that's kind of what it's about. You're seeing my screen okay, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So the reason I wanted to first kind of talk about it is, everybody, the common talk is Facebook dead. It is definitely not dead by far, not even close. But we definitely, as Tastefully Simple has been talking about, we want to find different avenues of ways to get our product out there. And so Instagram is a great way to do it. So I just kind of looked up. I'm totally getting into the Halloween theme too, as you can see. But I looked up some things on Instagram and why we want to use it. And I myself am guilty of not using it as much. But as soon as I started using Meta in the business suite, I kind of used it because it posts to both. So I make one post, it goes to Facebook, it goes to Instagram. Get Social will actually now do that for us too. But it's really important, I think, if we look at some Instagram statistics, about 6 in 10 Instagram users visit daily. So you can see it's actually number 3 in the US behind Facebook and Snapchat. Thus, Facebook is not dead, as you can see, right? People are still using it the most, but Instagram is really close. But even more important is that Instagram is really hitting that market that we want to reach. So we talked a lot at Party Palooza about, for one thing, if you look at the females, it's definitely more female based. Not as much as you would think. You'd be kind of surprised. But it's 18 to 24-year-olds and 25 to 34-year-olds are the big thing. So they're going to, as they get older too, we want to approach them. So it's really hitting the groups that are going away from Facebook are tending to move a little bit more to Instagram. And so that's why I kind of just want to give you some buy-in to why we need to use Instagram a little bit more. More statistics is if you notice Facebook here, huge incline, or increase since they started in 2004, but it stayed pretty consistent and steady, which is good. But if you look at Instagram, it continues to go up. So it's actually owned by Facebook and Meta, but it's one of those that actually are going up. And so it's only getting more popular, which for an older social media, that's kind of unusual. So we definitely want to up our Instagram game a little bit. Okay. I can't remember if I did any more. Nope, no more nerdy statistics. Sorry, I have a cold too. Okay, so what does Meta Business Suite do? It helps you to manage Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So if you're like me, when you're like, oh my God, now I got to do TikToks, I got to do Pinterest, I got to do, all these extra things. I don't know. It stresses me out trying to find time. And that's why I love using Meta Business Suite, because it posts to both and I can still see everything with it. I can also answer comments and messages super easy. That's one of my favorite things. I wish that it would link to my group because it makes it so much easier. And I'll show you all this stuff, but you can see who commented on your post and just all in one place. You don't have to scroll down through your whole feed. All in one place. You just type in your comments, hit enter, and they go on. So that's great. And then it lets us, of course, schedule reels and posts and then look at how our posts are doing. So those are kind of the main things it does. It does a lot more, but those are what I really use it for. All right. So to have this, you do need to have a business profile Instagram. Easy to create or easy even to change your personal one to it if you want. I say just create one. How many of you guys are using Instagram? Anybody? Or at least, yeah, you're probably like me, Rebecca and Desiree and everybody kind of like, well, I have an account. I was doing great in the summer and I was like, oh, I should have done more in the last month so I could prove to you guys that I was using it. But you do need to have a business profile for Instagram, and you do need to have a Facebook page, which is pretty standard practice for all of us. So it's a page that will post to Meta. So I'm just going to go ahead then and open up this. Okay, I'm going to stop the share and do a little switching on my computer here. Any questions so far on Meta? You're going to love how easy it really is.
So if we already have like a business Facebook business page on Facebook, then do we have to do something else to the Instagram?
You go to this website and log in, it should show up.
So everything should be ready. We just have to figure out how to use what we already
just go to that website. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be there. That's what's so crazy is it's already there for us. Just so many people don't realize it, myself included. Okay. Are you guys seeing my Meta Business Suite?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is what mine looks like. A couple things. I'm just going to kind of go through some of the tools and stuff and real rough. And the biggest thing is just play with it. You're not going to hurt anything. But you can see here what I have hooked up on this little drop down tab is I actually have a few other pages that I have included in here that I'm a part of, but I don't really use it. But here's my Instagram or my Angie Schaefer Facebook and Instagram you can see. And then I have my holiday fair that I put on. And then the business that we used to own, the new owners, I still help her out some social media. And then like my student stuff. So there's other things on there. But you can just see here and click what I have connected. And so what you would need to do is you would need to make sure and click and connect your Instagram. Super simple to do. And I can help you with that, or even just Google how to connect and it makes it so incredibly easy for you. But I'm just going to kind of click on this and show you. So here's my Facebook. Oh, wait, that takes me to my page. I didn't want to click that. Sorry. See, it doesn't hurt. You just check it out, right? And then it'll take you to your Instagram. So my Instagram is definitely not where I wanted to. I only have 83 followers, but at the beginning of the summer, I only had like 7 because I actually had to start my Instagram over because I don't know, I messed it up, forgot the password, whatever. So it's getting there. It's definitely not great, but this is just kind of your homepage here. You can see all the things. This is where you would download some new stuff if you need to. And here is, I'm going to click on planner. So there's actually 4 clicks. You can even schedule stories on here, which is kind of cool. But here's your planner. If you have anything, here's any posts and reels that you did. I'm going to actually, let's see here. Eventually I'm going to save it to a month so you can kind of see. But it records like my lives that I did last week. I did 3 lives. And so it has those on there. And it shows how many people I reached. This live, I reached 188 people, 8 people on that one. Ooh, that was bad. I think that was just in a party. And then 85 on that one. So you can kind of see. Then if you have any stories, and of course ads if you want to pay. And I do pay for some, not very often, and usually actually for other accounts. And then other things, this is where you can invite more friends. You can send out invites, and they kind of actually create an audience that they think will like it. So you can just quick send invites to that. And then here's just some new stuff. But mostly what you're going to want to do is on this left side here. And here is notifications. Okay. So this is one that I really like in that it tells me who has commented. And so I'm just going to click on this one. So here is, it might open my page. I probably didn't want to do that. There we go. I'm going to actually go back to notifications. I'm not going to click on that yet because it's going to come up. But you can see when anybody posted, whenever you posted from your Facebook in your Facebook page. Okay. So I went ahead and used Sent Share in my 2 parties today so that you could kind of see, here's one, Christy Harmon. And so you can see exactly what they're doing. You can check them off once they're done, and you can even respond. So these are notifications. Okay. Would that help your lives be a little bit easier for parties? Yeah, especially if you're using your Instagram or your independent consultant page kind of thing. All right, and then here is the planner. So this is one that I use often when I want to post some pages. I'm going to actually change this to my month view so you can kind of see, like I said, it's been bad since school started. I've not been very active. But you can see here in this month, this is where I planned back in July. I posted to Facebook and Instagram. Notice the little icons that are different and all of those things, okay? And you can even go back a month if you want, and you can see June I was much better, had my stuff together. You could see a little bit more, okay? And so you can just kind of scroll and plan. But this is usually where I will click create, and I'll do it through content also. So next thing I'm going to click, this is just a great way to see what do you got all planned and what is ready to go. It looks a lot like the new Get Social. You'll notice that if you've been in the new Get Social, they run very similarly. So that's one good thing. When you learn one, you can kind of learn the other. All right, so here's content. I don't actually create my content in this site. I just post it to this. And so you can see here some of my different ones that I've posted in the last month. Okay, so it pulls in all of them that are different ones from Facebook or Instagram. All right, you can look at last 90 days. You can change it to the last day, all those types of things. But to create content, you just click up here in the right where it says create. And I'm going to create, you can do a post, story, reel, all those. But I'm going to do a create post. Okay, this is also how you schedule. Now, whenever you try and schedule on your page, you may notice it's a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of type in there. You can see how it's going to look. The other thing I like here is you can see how it's going to look on a desktop versus a mobile. Obviously, mobile is the one you want to pay most attention to because that's where 84% of us are looking is on our phone. And then you just add content. So I usually create my stuff in Canva, and then I upload it from here. Okay, so I'll just go find a picture that I did. Let's see here. Okay. I started doing some stuff with the new host. I'm trying to create some host ads that I will share with you guys eventually. But I am going to go ahead and select it, add it in there, and click add. All right, so there's the photo that we're using, okay? What I want to do to post it is right here. I'm going to click on post to, and then I have to select all the places. And then I'm also going to click and post it to my VIP group. So I can do all 3 of those all at once. I have to remember to not actually post this, right? So you type everything here, and then you basically can schedule it. I usually do schedule. So you just click schedule, and it's going to be just like Facebook. But what I also like on here is if you click active times, it'll show you when your users are most active. And so you can see my Instagram users are most active at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, and Facebook 7 p.m. So you can just select them. I always just go by the most active times because why not? Would you want that? And then you just simply schedule it, okay? Every once in a while on especially my recipe ones, it'll pop up and it'll say, this one doesn't fit for your Instagram. You need to adjust it. And it's super simple to change. So I can actually pull one up. So if it does ever do that to you, let's see here. I should have had one ready. Sorry about that. Go way back. There we go. Cheesy pesto. So these are some that I've been doing a lot with. I'm going to get rid of that one. There we go. I think I just clicked it and deleted it. One of those days, right? There it is. Open. I'm going to add it. Okay. So this one you'll see here, this is what it's going to look on that. And this is where it tells you, it says this one isn't like the aspect ratio, and you just adjust it. And I usually pick, like, you can see then what it would look like if I picked this one, and you could pull it up or down. So just know that Facebook, I like vertical usually. Facebook and Instagram post differently. Facebook is more of a square. Instagram's a little bit longer. So sometimes you have to mess with that a little bit, but it's no big deal. I used to always be like, oh, I can't post it to Instagram, until I realized all I have to do is adjust it a little bit. Okay. So then you would just apply it. It's like, good, you're good to go. and then you schedule it. Okay, so it would then post to both. What do you think? Pretty easy? It really is, right? And this is what it would look like on mobile. Okay, I'm going to cancel that because I don't want to schedule it. Although my people would probably understand. Okay, and then you can post, like I said, to stories. You can create reels. Reels are super easy to create. Usually I create them in Canvas and I upload them here to that. And then one of the coolest things I think of Meta, and I'll hurry up here, is the Insights tool. And this is where you can see how things are doing. And so you can see this is set on the last 28 days. My Facebook reach in the last 28 days has been up 96%. I was doing more. If I looked currently, it's probably really far down. It's looking at that. We'll leave it. My Instagram reach is up. Like I said, I've done a lot, and I didn't do any paying. I don't do it a lot except for certain events, and I haven't had good luck with it really. But you can see exactly who I've reached here and on what day. So if you have a post, you can really watch it quite a bit. You can see how you've been posting. Are you posting very much or not? Okay. And then the results are cool. You can see for specific ones. This audience is really neat. You can see the gender. You can see where they're located. So obviously most of the people who saw my sites are from Creighton, which makes sense. Norfolk, even Lincoln. And then we got little Verdigris, Omaha, Kearney, and stuff. So you can kind of see where they're at. And this is right under Insights, under Audience. Because then you can, if you have a pretty big one, you can then decide to do some targeting ads to this if you want. And not surprising, I've got 96.6% female. And then for Instagram, because I don't yet have 100 followers, I can't see some of this. So if with Instagram, before you do have to have 100 followers. I'm getting closer. So that's the good news. Like I said, I started with 7 and I just kind of this summer started pushing it. If I made all you guys follow me, I'd probably have enough. Okay. And then benchmarking, you can kind of compare it to other businesses where we're at. This one is tough because they don't really know that much. But then if you click content, I like this one because it'll show you certain accounts. So I'm going to look at this. I think this was a live that I did. And so you can see how many it reached. You can see how long they watched it. I always like that to see how quickly they drop off. It's sometimes kind of depressing, but you can look and see when, if they watch for 3 seconds and then you have 28% drop off, 5%, and then so many drop off. So that's just the Insights tab. This is all free for you that you can see. Okay. Here's one. Instagram post was just pretty low, but then you could look at it on my Facebook, the very same one. And Facebook, I had 103. So here's just all the reach. There's when it was published, likes and reactions versus anything else. If you got comments, shares, all of that, it shows you everything. So that's pretty cool. And then here, if it's a video, it shows you how many watched it for 3 seconds. So you can see in 1 second on those. Okay. Any questions on that stuff? All right. The last thing I want to show you then, I'll be fast, is the inbox. This is where I was telling you, we think of an inbox is when people message us, but this is where it's so nice. If you click on Instagram or even Facebook comments, you can respond. So like this is my current party and I had a this or that Supreme cheese ball. So I could just reply to Angie super quick. Usually what I would do is respond with a, I would respond with a recipe, but I can just do it right there. Here's the next one from that same Project Pinked, and I just can comment and respond. This is so, if you're using SendShare and you're using your page, this is so awesome to respond. This is where I respond to most of my parties now, which is kind of cool. All right. So what do you think? 1 minute to spare. Any questions?
This was so helpful.
Good.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
awesome.
I've been so afraid of MetaSuite.
I know. I was too.
Like, oh, how do I get out of here? I don't like it here.
Uh-huh.
I need to poke around and learn to love it.
Yeah, and it's totally free. I mean, businesses pay a lot for that. So that's kind of something cool to do.
Thank
I
you.
spend a lot of time trying to get out of there too. Like, how do I get out of here?
Just click on, did you see where I first did it accidentally? You just click on your name and then click on, or go to like the Meta home, and then you just, the little picture, the icon, you click on that and it'll take you right back to your page.
Angie, this isn't like super related, but because I just got my Instagram switched over to business because it wouldn't hook up to Get Social, but now since I did the switch, it does, which
Yeah.
Andrew and I kind of figured that out at conference. I just hadn't done it yet.
Yeah.
But when you're on Instagram, do you need to load apps like you do on Facebook? Like, do I need?
I don't use very many apps, so I don't know what apps do you use
Like
for Facebook.
SendShare, do you need to load that on there so you can post right from SendShare?
If you want to
or-
post from SendShare, you do. Yeah, but
'Cause
you
my-
just connect it in SendShare is what you do.
Oh, you don't connect it in Instagram. You don't have to like add the app or anything like we do with Facebook.
No, I don't think so, because
Okay.
it's not like groups where you're going to use it a lot. You're only going to post to your main page.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
So once you connect that main page, you're connected. Yeah. Yep. I do. I post from SendShare all the time to Instagram too, if I'm using that. Yeah, I just got to get better at it. I need to make it in the forefront more. But look at what I did in just one summer. It's pretty amazing how many followers. Yeah, I'll post you all my @TS by Angie, and you can all follow me.
Yeah, let's go follow her. So then
Yeah,
when
I'm
she
gonna
gets to
get that 100.
you can see.
You're gonna get it.
Right. And I do now share in my parties too, not just my Facebook party, but my Instagram.
Ah.
And different people comment. That's one thing that's really cool. On Instagram, it's always different people that would comment on it than Facebook. So I know other people are seeing it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So TS by Angie on Instagram, huh?
I think it is. It's yeah.
Yep. TS by Angie's.
Angie S, I think.
Angie S.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you only have 83
Yeah.
followers. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I am already following you.
Yeah. You guys
follow back. Nope, I need to follow back.
Well, and that's one thing I do too, is I do a lot of follow backs, trying to get more people to follow me, because apparently that works.
Now
That
you
was
have
the old school
84.
way of doing it. What's that?
Now you have 84.
Woohoo! Getting there, man. So yeah, it's good.
All right,
I just use it as a second resource.
Thank you, Angie. That was awesome. I'm only going to stop the recording. I must have a bad internet today because I'm like delayed. I'm going to stop the recording, then we can stay on if we have any more questions.